So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how I built a six-figure coaching business from scratch and how you guys can literally do exactly the same. So if you're new to this channel, I'm going to explain who I am and my story. So my name's Alim, as you can obviously tell from the channel. 10 months ago, I quit my 9-to-5 job and I left the UK to move to Dubai. I had no savings, I sold my dream car, and I just took a massive risk by moving to Dubai with literally nothing lined up. 10 months later, I now own a six-figure coaching business. Now, how did I start my six-figure coaching business? How did it become a six-figure coaching business? And how can you guys do exactly the same? Well, I'll break it down in this video, exactly what I did to build a six-figure coaching business from scratch so that you guys can do exactly the same too. And I did this all in under 10 months. So firstly, before I continue with the video, what is a coaching business? A coaching business essentially is teaching someone a skill or knowledge and then charging them a high ticket price. And essentially a coaching business is transferring your knowledge and skills to your clients. So I'm going to give you some examples of coaching businesses. So there's actually a woman here in Dubai who's got a knitting program. So her coaching business is that she teaches people how to knit. She charges $1,000 a month for her coaching program. In my opinion, that's not high ticket, but that's what she's comfortable with charging. She has 18 clients and she makes $18,000 a month. You've then got another coaching program, which is basically helping you to stop drinking alcohol. Now this person charges $8.5K per month for their coaching program. They have 10 clients and they're making $85,000 a month. Now a lot of people say, oh, who's going to pay $8.5K for, a stop drinking alcohol program? Now let me break down why this offer is so good. Now this person is targeting business owners and entrepreneurs, people that have money. Now most businesses and entrepreneurs will be making well over 10, 20, 30K a month. So for them, paying $8.5K a month isn't a big deal. Now yes, they are investing in a program, so they do want some results. And as someone who doesn't drink alcohol myself, I'm aware of what alcohol can do to someone. So alcohol can affect your health, it can affect your family, it can affect your business. So for someone to pay $8.5K and help protect their family, help protect their business and potentially make even more money, health as well, which is very important, $8.5K to save those aspects in their life is priceless. Now these are just two examples of coaching programs that people are doing. And if you guys are interested in what my coaching program is, essentially I help people that work a 9-to-5 job, or any beginners really, who are looking to scale to 10K a month online within 3 months. And the way I do this is I help you set up your own info business where you can sell your skills and knowledge to high ticket clients. Now if this is something you're interested in and something you want to set up, well, you can either DM me on Instagram or you can click the link in the description and book in a call with me. And what we'll do is we'll jump on a call and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. But that's just something I've got. You can join if you want to start your own coaching program. So how do you start a coaching program? How do you actually get into this business model? Now firstly, this business model in my opinion is one of the best business models out there. I've tried drop shipping, I've tried affiliate marketing, I've tried living off YouTube sponsorships. I've made money in so many different ways online. However, I can confidently say the best way to make money online is by having your own coaching program. And the beauty about having your own coaching program is, for example, let's say you charge $5,000. You only need one client to make $5,000 a month. If you have 2 clients, you can easily scale to 10K a month. And again, as I mentioned earlier, if you target business owners, you can charge a much higher fee. So how do you start a coaching program? Well, firstly, you need to identify a skill or some knowledge that you can teach. Now, most people at this stage will say, I don't have a skill. There's no knowledge that I have that I can teach. I can't do this. Completely wrong. Okay, if you are over 18, you've got over 18 years of experience on this earth. And for you to tell me that you don't have any skills is bullshit. Everyone has a skill. Everyone can teach something. There must be something that you're good at where people come to you. Because a lot of my clients, before they join, they said the exact same thing, that they don't have a skill. They don't believe they can teach anything. And literally once they join my program, after the first call with me, we've identified 10 high quality skills. And in the end, it actually becomes difficult trying to pinpoint to one skill. So everyone has a skill, right? There's bullshit that you don't have a skill, you don't have any knowledge. That's just self-doubt creeping in. Everyone has a skill. As I said, there's someone teaching people how to knit. So this is why I say you've got a skill, right? Any skill will work. So once you've identified your skill, you've identified your niche, you then need to think about the deliverables. You then need to think about, how you're going to spread the knowledge to your clients. So is that in the form of group coaching? Is that in the form of one-to-one calls? Is that in a form of a course? Is that in the form of all three? Or, a combination of them? You need to work out how is the best way that you can give that knowledge to your clients. Again, this depends on your niche. This depends on your skill. This also depends on your target audience as well. You need to identify what works. What's the best way you can do it? Now, in my opinion, the best way you can do it is by at least having a one-to-one option. Giving a one-to-one service will firstly mean that you will sell a lot more. Secondly, it means that you will get the best results for your clients. And thirdly, it makes it a lot easier for the client as well. If you've got one-to-one, you can then look at maybe having like a group coaching system and then some courses as well. Okay, so now you worked out your skill, now you worked out your deliverables, now you need to work out what you're going to charge. Now you need to charge something high ticket. It needs to be over $2,000-$3,000. So the best way for you to work out what you should charge is what type of value are you giving them, right? What would you value the value that you're giving them? So for example, the person that's teaching showing someone knitting, they believe it's $1,000 a month, right? In my opinion, that's low ticket, but because of her niche, this is what she charges. If you are struggling with the price, you should look at around $3,000 to $5,000, depending on obviously your target audience. If you are targeting business owners, you could obviously charge a little bit more, but again, it depends on your niche, it depends on what skill you're selling and how good you are at that skill too. So pricing is always a weird one. I might actually make a full video on how you should price your program, but yeah, if that's something you want me to make, leave it down in the comments below. Okay, so now you've got your skill that you're selling, you've got your deliverables, and you've got your pricing. How do you get clients? How do you get people to join your program? Well, there are a number of ways, okay? Number one, and in my opinion, the best way for you to get clients is by creating YouTube videos, exactly like what I'm doing currently. When you create YouTube videos, what you're doing is you're building trust with your audience, because it's very hard to go in front of a camera and talk for a long time on a subject you don't know. Like, you can't really fake that. Like, your knowledge on the subject is clear through the video if you can speak clearly on it. So this is where I'd urge everyone who is looking to start a coaching program to also start a YouTube channel, because trust me, the best way you're going to get clients is through organic traffic. You can obviously use paid ads, you can obviously use outreach, cold emails, looms, all of that kind of stuff, right? But in my opinion, the best possible way that you can get clients with very, very less friction is literally making YouTube videos. Now, a lot of you guys are scared to go in front of a camera, and literally you need to grow some balls and actually just get in front of a camera and start making content. I was very introverted before I actually jumped in front of a camera. I always wanted to make YouTube videos, and I was very scared to put my face in front of a camera. I got over that fear and I started making videos, and now jumping in front of a camera is very easy to me. So this is something that you guys need to learn, right? You need to get over that fear, jump in front of a camera and start making videos, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for your bills. You want to get it paid, you want to make money, you want to start a coaching program. You need to start taking action, get out of your comfort zone and start making videos. The second way you can get clients is through paid ads. Now, this is for people that have a little bit of money that they want to invest. Now, a lot of you are probably asking, how much should you invest in paid ads? And I can't really give a definite answer, right? Some people spend $500 a month, some people spend $10,000 a month, some people spend $20,000 a month. Again, it depends on firstly your budget, depends on your ad type, it depends on your target audience, it depends on a lot of different factors. Because especially initially, you need to start testing ads to see what works. And the third way that you can get clients is through outreach, okay? Now, that can be through Instagram, that can be through cold emails, that could be through Loom emails as well. Like, there are so many ways that you can get clients through outreach. You can also hire setters whose role is to outreach to potential clients in order to get them booked on a call. There's so many ways you can actually do this, right? Now, in my opinion, you should do a combination of the three. So you should make a lot of organic videos, you should run some amount of paid ads, and you should hire a few setters as well, and also do some cold outreach yourself as well. You should be doing a combination of all these things, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to find what works for you. For example, if YouTube videos are working for you, then you can focus more on YouTube videos. If you find an ad that actually works really well, you can start putting more money into that ad set. If you find outreach works for you, then you can start putting more time on outreach. There's no 100% correct way. And if all three are doing well for you, then just focus on all three. Again, it depends on a number of factors, right? Your target audience, depends on your niche, all of that kind of stuff. Right, so once you've understood how to do that, right, you then need your clients to book in a call with you. The best way to do that is by using a booking system. I use Calendly myself. Calendly works really well, and I think it's like $10 a month if you go for one of their plans. Honestly, it's amazing for myself. There are other platforms that you can use. However, personally, I like to use Calendly. Now, then you need to create some sort of landing page and then have a book a call option. That's where you direct your traffic, either through organic or outbound or paid ads. They will all go to your landing page. Now, your landing page should have a VSL. Now, a VSL is essentially a video sales letter. That's where you talk about your program. That's where you talk about your potential clients. And that's where you talk about how you can help them. Below that, you should have a book a call button, where when the clients click on that, it takes them to your Calendly page. And then from there, they can choose a time that suits them and book in a call with you. Now, let's say the client has booked in a call with you. How do you take a sales call? And I'm going to mention it briefly because I might make a full video on this, right? But essentially, when you jump on a sales call, here you'll be talking to your potential client. And on that sales call, you're going to identify as much information as you can about your client in their specific field. So for example, if you're doing like a fitness program, you're going to find out what the client is doing currently for their fitness, what their goals are, if they're happy to share their current weight, what their goal weight is, their diet plan is, all of that kind of stuff, right? You're going to try and find out as much information as possible. You're going to qualify them, and obviously if they fit your program, you can then potentially sign them. But before you do that, you need to obviously go through like a presentation with a client, show them how your program can help them, and then once you go through that presentation, your client will naturally have some objections. At that point, it's your job to try and convince them otherwise. But yeah, your whole role in this sales call is trying to get them signed onto your program. And once they're happy to join your program, well, you send your payment link, they then send the money, and then they sign up to your program. And after that, it's all about your value that you're going to then deliver to the customer. So for example, if you've got one-to-one calls, you'll then book your next one-to-one call with the customer, and from there your client starts on your program. Now I've broken this down very simply for you in this video. When it comes to setting up your own coaching program and setting up a six-figure coaching program especially, there is so many more components to it. And for me to go really detailed on how to do it, I will need to make like a really long video. So if you do want me to break it right down on how to start a coaching program with all the components involved, make sure you leave it down in the comments below. Or alternatively, if you do want my help and you want to start this coaching business for yourself, well, as I said, you can either DM me on Instagram or you can click the link in the description and book a call with me. And what we'll do is we'll jump on a call and I'll see if we're a good fit to work together. Honestly guys, there's no excuses to be broke in 2025. If you seriously want to level up, if you seriously want to make money online, you need to start today. Because I'm presuming you're watching this video because you've tried everything else online, nothing seems to work for you. Trust me, give this business model a chance, because what this business model allows you to do is have freedom to work wherever you want and allows you to make some serious good money. But not only that, it allows you to help people too. And whenever you help someone, you'll always get good karma back to you. This is what's allowed me to leave the UK and live here in Dubai. And as I said, I currently run my own six-figure coaching program, which allows me to do this. I can literally work wherever I want because all I need to work is my laptop. I can work from a coffee shop, I can work from my balcony, I can work on a beach, I can go back home to the UK and still work on my laptop. I don't have a job, I don't have a boss, I work when I want, and that's the beauty about this business model. So yeah guys, stop making excuses for 2025, start this business model today and you'll see how it can change your life.